Today we're going to be looking at a fun and easy way to remember those pesky harmonized 3rd and 6th patterns. I'm going to show you an easy way to remember them using the classic 1970s song Lean On Me by Bill Withers. I was playing around with these harmonized 3rds recently and I realized, hey, that's Lean On Me. And so these basically just follow the major scale, and so it's very related to that lesson I did on playing the major scale in chords. And I showed you patterns in that lesson for playing these triads, playing the major scale in triads, that relates directly to this pattern, because it's the same pattern, and to this song. So I'm going to show you it on harmonized 3rds on adjacent strings, because that's how harmonized 3rds are played. On the 2nd and 3rd strings, the 3rd and 4th strings, and the 1st and 2nd strings. And then I'm going to show you those harmonized 6th, which skip a string, on 1 and 3 and on 2 and 4. This is going to increase your knowledge of those major scale patterns. It's also going to increase your knowledge of the movable chord shapes, because these are all based on the movable chord shapes. So, to start, we're on the A shape of the A chord. I'm playing all of these in A so I could fit them onto one fretboard. The 2nd fret, barring 2 and 3. I showed you how the 2nd interval is always minor, so we're shifting to what would be a B minor shape there. 3rd and 4th frets, slide up 2 frets to 5 and 6, which would be a part of a C sharp minor. And then the 4th interval is always major. So what is the 4 in the key of A? It's D, right? A to D. So our A shape of a D chord is at the 7th fret. So we're playing 7th fret, 2nd and 3rd strings, and then just walk back down. And then I'm just playing part of the Lean On Me motif, but it ends with and for that last one, we're just playing open 2nd string, fretted 1st fret 3rd string, because we kind of ran out of fingerboard. It's the one place here where we're running out of fingerboard. So again. Okay, that's the over the A shape. Okay, so when we go to play it on the 3rd and 4th strings, we're shifting to the E or F shape of the A chord here at the 5th position. We're going to be playing the 4th string 7th fret and the 3rd string 6th fret. We've got the same notes, right? We have the root here, just like we had the root, the A note here. We have the major 3rd here, just like we had the major 3rd, the C sharp here. So we have 7 and 6, 2 frets apart, 7 and 9. 9 and 11, and then we know we have to end on the 4th interval, which is going to be a D chord. Look at that. There's our E shape of a D chord there at the 10th fret, so we're playing 12 and 11. And then you go down again just like we did before. 4 and 6, resolve to 6 and 7. You know that the interval between your 3rd and 2nd string is different than your interval between the other strings, because it's the one time when you're tuning your guitar, right, that you have to, instead of using the 5th fret, move down to the 4th. So that's why the pattern is going to look different on 3 and 4 than it did on 2 and 3. When we go up here to the 1st string, the interval is going to be the same as it is between 3 and 4. 1 fret apart for the major, 2 frets apart for the minor. So we're going up here to the 9th and 10th fret. Look at that. What is that? That is our movable D shape of an A chord. We're playing 10 and 9. We're playing the A note, the root, C sharp note, the major third. Go up, separate by 2, 10 and 12, 12 and 14. We know we got to land on the 4th interval. It's going to be a D chord. There it is. It's the octave of a D shape of a D chord at 14 and 15. Walk back down. Seven and 9. Those thirds on the 1st and 2nd strings are the ones I've shown you in so many Buddy Holly and Chuck Berry lessons. I would say the 1st and 2nd string and the 3rd and 2nd string licks are the most common for these harmonized thirds, with the 3rd and 4th string being the least common, at least in rock pop and rockabilly. Okay, moving to the harmonized 6th, where you skip a string. I've called these the brown-eyed girl licks in other lessons. I've shown you in many lessons how to play these. We're moving back to the E shape of the A chord there at the 5th fret. We now have the chord inverted in a sense because we have the root on top and the C sharp note, the major third, on the bottom. But we still have the same 2 notes, they're just inverted. And you're skipping a string. Remember, we're going to go essentially A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D. So 4th fret, back to 5 and 6. You can play these with your fingers. You can hybrid pick if you do that. I don't do that. I don't see the point of using one of each. I'm going to either use a flat pick or 2 fingers, not 1 pick and 1 finger. You can just flat pick them by laying your top finger over onto the 2nd string and muting it. Works well. Then you don't have to be switching back and forth. Sometimes gets tricky and you drop your pick. If you move up to the 2nd and 4th strings, we're now playing essentially the C shape. I'm making it a C7 so I don't have open strings ringing out, but this would be an A7, right? It would be the A chord of a C shape, which we know is also related to that D shape. Same root there, the A note at the 10th fret, 2nd string, C sharp note, 11th fret, 4th string. So that was 12, 14, 15 and 16, right? The D chord of the C shape related to our octave of the D shape. 9, 9, 10, 11. So what you should do is you should put on a backing track in another key. Again, let's say it's the key of C. And play around with this. See if you can do it everywhere. Say, where's the A shape of a C chord? There it is. So, okay, so it's going to be like this. And I'm going to end up on the 4 chord, which is an F in the key of C. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That looks good. What if I want to do it down? Oh yeah, that's the D shape of an F chord there. You know, where's another C? Here's a C. Oh yeah, there's my F. See how this helps you learn the fretboard and make sense of all these patterns? I hope it does. I hope it makes sense. I hope it helps you. And as always, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.